Whether you're a first-time home buyer or this is the third home that you've purchased, we have tips and tricks for you because this market is different than it's ever been.
Negotiation is a give and take. So we always try to understand what the buyer situation is, what they're trying to accomplish, and also understand on a given house that they're interested in, what is the seller situation. Price is one thing, but that's not the only thing. There are other terms and conditions an offer can present, such as inspections, other contingencies, financing contingency, title.
We want to help you get ready to be on the market and be in the market. As a buyer, things are different than they've ever been. People are shopping online way before they ever get out and see homes. We want to be your buyer's agent because that's a very valuable role as a buyer. You want to have somebody looking out for you, giving you the right and most up-to-date information about the market. And we're in the market. We're full-time realtors who know how to write the best, strongest offer for you to get a house.
Some of the ways you can make an offer the strongest and stand out is write as few contingencies as possible with whatever you're comfortable with. Inspections, we do a good job looking at the house as much as possible in detail to make sure there are no glaring issues. Financing, are you a qualified, willing, and ready buyer? Have you been pre-approved? How much down payment are you making? How much the appraisal gap are you willing to accept as a risk? So we structure the offer based on all the above terms, not just the price.
In Missouri, our contracts are very buyer-centric. The way that the wording is written is to protect the buyer. We have multiple contingencies. Those are pieces of the contract that are put in place specifically to protect the buyer.
Inspections, financing, title, insurance, are just to name a few.
Those contingencies are also what are holding buyers up from getting a house, unfortunately. In this market, there are people who are willing to just waive those safeties put automatically in place because they want the house so bad, or they need a house so bad. Let's talk about waiving those safeties, those contingencies. The first one that most people go to waive is the inspection contingency. So what does it mean to just buy a house as is with no inspections?
You can still do inspections with a yes, no, right? We'll do the inspections just to make sure there are no big surprises. You don't want to be caught up with that. So you reserve the right to back out of the contract, but we're saying we're not going to nickel and dime and negotiate on nitty-gritty details.
There are some places we can write into the contract special instructions. And those special instructions are pieces that only experienced agents like us that work full-time know how to put into that offer. Some of the ways we do that might be having that inspection contingency written in differently than the way the contract is written, where we waive the big part of the inspection contingency, but say we're still going to reserve the right to look at the foundation and the systems. And if there is a repair that's maybe over $2,500, then we are going to go ahead and negotiate that piece of it and keep that safety in, but then diminish the rest of those inspections. Who cares if there's an outlet that's not grounded? That's something you can take care of after you buy.
And one other questions we get asked is, how much to pay for this house in a bidding war? You don't want to be outbidding yourself. One safe way to do so is an escalation clause.
Yeah, let's talk about escalation clauses. That's something that is written in by your buyer's agent, and we are very familiar with those. There's lots of different ways to write them. Yes, you will be showing how much you're willing to pay for the house, but in a market where there's 40 offers on the house, you better show how much you're willing to pay if you really want to get it.
For example, let's just say a house is listed for $300,000 and you really want it, and you tell us in confidence we're willing to pay up to $325,000. So we would write the contract as such to say we're willing to go up to $325,000 in increments of $1,000. So let's just say there's another offer for $311,000, then your price would be $312,000.
Yeah, in that escalation clause, a lot of people are asking us because they've heard about this. How much do I have to escalate to actually get a house? In St. Louis, the median house price is $250,000. And those 250 homes are selling at 300, sometimes over. So when people talk about an escalation clause these days, we're not talking about 10 or 20 over. We're frequently talking about 30 to 60 over to get that house.
So you would want to work, when you work with your buyer's agent, you want to establish how much you like and what is the most you're willing to pay for it. So after that, if you don't get it, you're not heartbroken because you have put the best foot forward.
So this is a seller's market. There are multiple offers on almost all of the homes, especially the good ones. If you love it, everyone loves it. One of the ways we can get your offer accepted is by adding an escalation clause, which in a multi-offer scenario with lots of people putting their best foot forward, you can show your top dollar for a house, but not have to maybe pay that top dollar if you're only going in increments over another bidding offer, another competing offer. As a buyer, it's really important to have your finances together and ready to go so that you can offer on that house as soon as you love it.
And writing a clean offer, meaning fewer inspections, shorter inspection period, or even writing a small appraisal gap or an escalation clause, all these factors can help you increase your odds of winning the house. Most importantly, have a good buyer's agent in your corner.
It's really important to get a great buyer's agent. We would love to be that for you, help consult through this process. This market, homes are selling really fast, faster than ever. They list on Wednesday and they're sold by Monday.
Yeah, in this fast-paced market, the homes are selling really quick, so you want to be ready and good to go.
If you're going to try to see a house and you want to wait till next Monday or Tuesday, it might already be sold. Don't miss your opportunity to get the house you love.
Give us a call today. Contact information is below.